It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They will run for the first time here with White. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Three. Check 55 shot. Check 55 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way. One. 24. Check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Go! 49, guys. Mike, 49. Rock it. Set. Go. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Look at me, Zipper.
Block off of play action. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Gordon on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. One. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 53. Breathe. Don't let him breathe. Pilot 64. Weak.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double time. Hey, 40.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Where are they, team? Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Here we go. Check him out. Check the call. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go now. 8 read.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Bang.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Wall, get wall. Hey, look, 3.
Hustle.
26.
Keep that.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. The 40. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Roll out.
Shoot. Sponge. No. Check 3. Check 43.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, hey, hey. Mike spot 4, Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check safety, check safety. One. Check.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 87 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Let's go. Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Where are they, team?
Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep.
Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54, watch 54. Wild Bill. Shift. Switch.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
I'm coming, baby. Run up.
They run it here with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, they at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They look to throw. It's Locke escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Mike 55. Hey,
Mariota. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Chopper! Hey, Zoo!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Denver.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Geis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
One. He's crashing. Blue dog working. Blue dog working. Rush in.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Mike 55.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Check 37. Watch it.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Get ready.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
You better bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Broncos first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Chargers take over first and 10. Let's go! 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They go play action here on first down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Philip Dorsett, 52 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check, 44. Hard. And bring it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now they try the right side here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, switch gears. Shoot.
Sponge. 3. Go.
Now Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 71 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
60 or protein spill. Hey, box truck, box truck. Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.